Hey, welcome in. I want to introduce you to our brand new garage. When we first purchased this home, it was a 1970 Rambler. The garage probably hadn't been touched since 1970, so we decided to love our garage and completely redo it. It all actually started when Troy said, hey, I'm gonna put the epoxy floor coating in our garage, so we need to clear everything out. Once we got everything cleared out, it became this whole thing where I was like, oh gosh, the walls are really dented up, the sheetrock was terrible, it needed a good paint job. The lighting, I think we had 2 light bulbs in this garage, and of course, our shelving was falling apart. We also had this really awkward type mudroom situation where you'd walk from the garage into a tiny little mudroom and back into the house, and we decided, well, if we're gonna do this, let's do it right and let's do it once and be done. So we knocked down the mudroom area, we painted the entire garage, we had the electricians come and add all this beautiful lighting up in the ceiling. That made a huge difference all on its own. Of course, when you have a garage this size, which is fairly small, we wanted to optimize our storage. I really didn't want to have 2x4 shelving, and I also didn't want to paint them. And the reason why is because I just thought with all these seasonal totes that I have, I wanted to be able to pull them in and out and not worry about the paint scratching. So that's when my carpenter bud came up with the idea of doing some plumber pipe shelving. And so we custom built that around my needs for the garage, which we can do for anybody. So what we did is we had Troy's gun safe on one end. We made it enough so I could fit 25 of my seasonal decor totes all on the shelves, and then framed it around our filing cabinet. So I'm really picky about everything matching and organization, and so this was my chance to really get my hands on this garage and think, like, how am I gonna use this if I'm only gonna do this once? So we converted all of our seasonal totes into all matching totes and labeled them all. So now I have our fall, Christmas, Halloween right at my fingertips where I can access these on my own and not have to ask for my husband's help. When you have a husband for a tile setter, you gotta take advantage of that, right? So Troy was able to tile the backsplash on these gorgeous garage cabinets that we've got over on this side. We did measure out the space, and with the 2 windows, we had to plan the cabinets around the windows. So we've also got a wardrobe cabinet here where he's got all of his hunting stuff. But you guys, these cabinets are amazing. This is where we keep all our extra little gadgets, screws, all the things, nails. And how cool is that pull-out drawer there? And as you can see, we've got some subway tile, vertical staggered pattern tile on the back, and then we also tiled the toe kick of the entire cabinet space. Because it was a 1970 garage, we also ended up replacing both windows in here and replacing the new closet door, but that used to be that dark old brown hollow door with the brass handle, and updated the entire thing. So I really highly encourage you all to take a look at your garage. Does it need an epoxy floor coating? Is it something that you've always wanted to get an estimate on? Give us a call. This is life-changing in here. I feel like I can walk out here now and it's a whole nother room in my house that I can enjoy and love. All right, there's one last thing I really want to show you because I organized one specific cabinet to meet some of my needs that I didn't have space for in my home, and that is my wrapping paper area, as well as all my ribbons and bows. So, you know, with Christmas, you got a ton of that laying around the house. You don't really always know where to keep it. Maybe some of you are lucky enough to have a big closet, but I'm not, so here's what I did. I have my wrapping paper station down below, my bows, my ribbons, everything organized in this cabinet right here. And now I am one happy camper when it comes to wrapping presents this Christmas.